This week, travel with us on the Tennessee-Tombigbee Waterway from Demopolis to Fulton, Mississippi. We are back underway, and as Jim says, underway is the only way. Welcome back to Underway Drifting and Dreaming. I'm Jennifer. My husband Jim and I are on a grand adventure of a lifetime. The America's Great Loop has been an exciting journey involving new experiences, challenges, and a sense of discovery. Good morning from Gainesville, Alabama. We're just next to the Heflin Lock and Dam. We spent a very quiet night here last night. Very peaceful on the river. I come around this side of the boat and the sun's poking through. These boaters just launched and the sun is gonna come right down here and light us up for the day. We were in the air condition about 10 hours last night, so we slept a nice cool. It was beautiful.
Side do you prefer us to tie a port or starboard?
It doesn't matter to me which side. I'd recommend going by Midway up the anchor. That's a smooth ride on this somewhere. Either in front of or behind where the high mast is on either side.
Sounds good. We'll take our starboard side and we'll put one light on. Thank you.
Roger that. Give me a call when you get on here.
Check this out. As we got up here further, you can see water coming over the dam on the west bank of Lock and Dam. So right in front of us, we're waiting for that light to turn green, and then they have gates they can open on the lock, and then they just have the free flowing dam. You can see the water moving. So the stickers on this phone, time away, shenanigans. Can't read the one. And I'm taking it easy. Motor vessel Tortuga Blanca. I know exactly who that is. Pretty cool. Check out these eagles. Second lock for today. Aberdeen really can get to Anchorage up here, and it's a beautiful evening. fabulous night. I don't even think we moved. Very little current coming through this creek. There's a fish over there. Pretty cool. Is that a drone?
Is it drone?
Jim is up. He's had his breakfast. We're gonna go ahead and get the boat ready to go. He's downstairs checking, making sure the engine's ready, checking the oil level, then he'll come up and start the boat. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the bridle. You can see both of them here. That helps support the chain, so it takes off the stress off the windlass. But last night I think maybe we spun twice. We spin around when they open the lock up ahead. We're going to be wearing our headsets when we're raising that anchor, so Jim and I are always in communication because it's not very pretty when you have to yell back and forth. There are butterflies all over. They've been following us the last few days, but there's been some pretty blue ones this morning flying around. So I see one coming in right here. It's pretty cool. This is a really great anchorage. So this is called a soft shackle. And, oh, there's a cute little... All right, need to bring this in. Fly. Look at that. Oh, a lot of pollen. I'm going to remove the soft shackle that attaches the bridle to the chain. And then I will go ahead and take each leg off of the cleat. So I'm going to start on the port side and just walk that around the anchor. Then walk over to the starboard and remove the line off the cleat. And you can see that there's fire hose on there, that's chafing gear. So if anything, if it chafes, maybe in waves or wind and the line rubs, the chafing gear is there to protect the line. I'm going to get the hose and Jim is ready to pull the anchor. So as the anchor's coming up, I'm communicating with him, telling where the anchor is. I'm spraying it off, and before you know it, we're done and underway. We're heading back out to the river, so we're going to go south a little bit and then turn. And just like that, we're underway up the river. I'm going to go ahead and call the Marina and let them know that we're coming. And number two, if we can get in. Yesterday we couldn't get in the Marina. The water depth was 5 feet going in, and we draw 5.5. So you saw me take the light down. It's just a lantern that stays lit at night. I put the clip on the chain, so if something happens, it will not run. A cap on top of the hose pipe so water doesn't get in. And then I tighten the brake, which is right here, and that does not allow any chain to go out. And Jolly Rogers is set to go. It's 11:15. I'm up on the helm. So we have the motor vessel Kingfisher. She's 3.3 miles away. Not making any speed. Not underway. So you can see our chart plotter. Look at that, our new depth finder transducer. Wonderful. Our speed over ground is 8. And then we are going 7. So that just the difference is the current, which isn't too much. We're coming up on our next lock. I'm using an auto heading. So I just click it if I want to go to either side. But basically I just keep myself in the middle. So I have a distance off each shore. I do switch over to standby and take over the helm when it gets curvy. The Tennessee-Tombigbee and the Black Warrior River are curvy. The Black Warrior more so than up here. So I don't really have to worry about my heading since I'm just steering. I'm keeping in the middle of the channel. So off we go. The lock, you can see it up ahead. Zoom in right there. Here's their spillway off to the right. Don't go playing in that. Very dangerous. Alright, we're waiting for the gates to open. Again, do not take the line off the boat. Jim knows what's going to happen. I'm just holding the line, you can see. Yeah, that's what we were waiting for. Here's the Fulton lock. This is our 3rd lock today. As we're coming into the lock, I'm busy hooking up the line, and I'm seeing these beautiful white clouds up above. Look at them, they're gorgeous. And not really paying attention to the color change there. Look, they're getting darker. We were supposed to get rain, but not anytime soon, and that storm is building. We're gonna exit the Fulton lock and then head into a marina for tonight. It has a restaurant. Looking forward to it. So the gates are opening, as you can see. And then up about 30 feet. So hold your ears, probably another 30 seconds. You're drifting back, honey. Don't know exactly what's in front of us. so strange. I tapped it immediately, went across the river, and now it's clear.
All the lines and fenders were rigged, and man, that front hit us. Jim decided to hold off. We waited just a few minutes and didn't know if we should head in or not.
Sorry for no video of us coming in. That was wicked. Front came in. Ooh, there's lightning. We turned around, thought we were gonna hold off, and then we scurried in as fast as we could. The wind pushed us right against the dock. Got plenty of lines on. The lady from the marina came out and she grabbed the bow line. I already had the stern line on. And man, whew. So, you know that we just came out of the yard. Jim polished the boat. You can see the tannins. There's a few mayflies on there. Jim was so disappointed. He waxed all that. He waxed the boat. And it's not even a week later. Alright, we are heading up to the restaurant. At a great price here. This is an America's Great Blue Cruisers Association sponsor, so we got a discount. Alright, let's follow the Great Merles. Here's the view of the river. And the motor bus at Cetus is, I'm not going to be able to see her from here. Right here in the corner. Shrimp and grits, y'all. Zucchini. We've been eating so much zucchini on the boat. Zucchini. And there's the catfish and hush puppies and coleslaw. Wow, you had a side salad and they gave you coleslaw too. Nice. Dinner is done at Guy's place. It was lovely. And check out this rainbow. It's raining, but it's stopping right at the water's edge, so it's not even coming to the building. So we have a little bit longer before sunset. The food is really good. Great service. Had a wonderful dinner. We're walking back at the boat. Jim is still in disbelief because there's a little mustache there. Gotta watch their hose. I've waxed. I know you waxed it. Tennessee River muds.
Thank you for joining us as we traveled from Demopolis to Midway Marina in Fulton, Mississippi. It was a beautiful journey. The anchoring at night was just gorgeous, and we're heading up the river. Next stop is Big Springs Lake. I will put the anchorage locations and the marinas in the description.